Like, I actually hit this button. I always forget. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bearded Respect, number 120.
Woo! Oh, 120. Awesome.
And we have an interesting show for you tonight, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, you want to welcome some of these fine people in the chat?
I will. Oh, excuse me. We got E-Rock.
Did you miss your nap?
Yeah.
Oh. What's up, E?
AE.
Bayard Beer, he can't stay, but he'll catch us on the replay.
Thanks for the support, Bayard.
Yeah. We got Phil.
Hey,
On
Phil.
a budget.
Phil on a budget. He just won another beard competition. He won second place.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats. We got Mrs. Bruce City, Becky.
What's up, Becky? No soundboard tonight?
That's what I was waiting for.
Can you
That's why I
hear it?
didn't.
No.
No, I didn't hear.
Haven't heard any of them.
really?
Yeah.
That's strange.
Okay.
So you have to mimic it. Do a squeak
Hello,
voice.
Becky.
Hello, Becky.
There it is.
Hello, Becky.
There we go.
Hey,
Hello,
hey
Becky.
Stephen.
Oh, I was hitting buttons. And...
Bearded Chief.
What's up here, Chief?
Hey, Chief.
Bearded Funhouse.
Dean.
Got him.
What's up, Dean?
Art of Beardliness.
How you doing?
What's up, AOB?
Smokey.
No way.
20 spray
Ray.
Ray.
Self-Care Hangout.
Hey, brother.
What's up,
Hey.
Max? Max, I got some coffee from Vermont in the mail.
Interesting.
Hey, John.
John Fox.
Hello.
Hey, Triple B.
Scott, one of our new mods.
Reminds me.
Kevin.
What's up, Kevin? Thanks for stopping in.
I'm having a hard time reading today for some reason. Amber and Bowden. Hello, Amber.
Amber.
Hello.
Hello.
There's Tara. Hey, Tara.
Oh,
Hello, murderer.
What's up, Tara? Tara's been doing a live like every night on YouTube,
I know.
Cat.
at least once.
Whiskers and Whiskey.
Whiskers and Whiskey.
There's Bearded Psycho.
Bearded Psycho.
You what?
Let's see. Oh, there's Bob and Terry.
Bob and
Hey,
Terry.
guys.
Hey, brother.
Tonight I'm drinking coffee that Bob and Terry sent me.
Mm. Hey, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. That's one hell of a beard.
Yeah.
Full Bottle Will.
What's up, Will?
Hello.
Toll Booth Willie.
Toll Booth Willie.
Hey, Dynamite.
Hey, Dynamite.
Dynamite, our other new mod.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Mm-hmm.
David Brown. Hey, David.
Hello.
David Brown.
Hello, neighbor.
Hey, Mr. Patton.
Hey.
Mr. Patton.
Hello there, children.
Hey, Nino.
So
Hey.
Tomahawk.
Hey, the bearded Texan.
Former Intercontinental Champion of the World, Macho Man Randy
Nothing
Savage.
means nothing.
Bearded Texan, former Buffalonian.
Hey, John.
John Drennan.
I am insane. Maybe I am insane. And maybe it's time
Hey, Jacob.
to find out.
Jacob.
Welcome, Jacob.
No way.
Hey, finest mixed breed.
What's up, mixed breed?
Say hello to my little friend.
Hey, Joshua.
Josh Ricks. What's up, man?
Hello.
I'm getting there. Hey, Jessica R.
Hello.
Babysitter Jess. What's up?
Hello.
Hey, Brad.
Red Glasser. What's up, man?
Hey, the bearded pork chop.
Pork Chop. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, that's previously known as Silent
Robert.
Oh,
Robert. Yeah.
okay. Hey, William.
William McBride.
Hello.
Oh, I already said full bottle, Will. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Getting busy in here.
Oh.
Yep. Robert Allen.
What's up, Robert?
How you doing?
Got quite a few new faces here tonight, so I'm glad. I appreciate you guys coming and checking us out.
Yeah.
Definitely. Wow.
There's channel whatever.
Rich, what's up?
Hey. How's it going?
Okay, now I'm caught up.
All right. So before we bring the guest on, I'm just going to say I unfortunately have to leave early tonight because I have an early flight in the morning. So I have to leave here at 2 a.m. and I worked a full day. I had to take my wife and kids or my wife and son to the airport last night. And so I still have to pack and get the house ready to leave. So, but I just wanted to say, greet Will. Glad that he was able to come on our show and greet everyone here. And I'll be in Pittsburgh this weekend to watch my youngest son graduate college. Oh, Tony, I'm glad you like it.
Hey, Autumn.
All the
How
mirror.
you doing?
So,
So, how about that merch, Mike?
How about that merch? How about it?
I don't think anybody else has gotten theirs yet.
Yeah, got some merch, and I think there's a couple days left of the discount, right?
5 days of the 25%, then it goes down to 20%.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. So get on it. Order some merch.
Yes. And I did design some newer stuff. So, and if you have any design suggestions or something you want changed on them, just reach out to me on Instagram, and I can make some real quick changes. It takes like a minute.
Yeah, Scott did an awesome job setting up the shop and getting the merch on there. And the quality is really good. These hats are Yupong. They're the classics. Yupong classics. So it's pretty cool. It fits really nice.
I did add some flex fit, and I think there was another hat I added. And then there was some other sweatshirts in the newer designs that were like Adidas and some bigger names, just to give a variety.
Yeah, there's even organic sweatshirts, which I don't even know what that is, but
hey, now come on. Come on now.
I haven't heard a sleeping dog in a while. Thanks,
No,
Dynamite,
she-
for putting that link in the chat for our merch shop. And hopefully by next week, sporting a Bearded Respect hat. Jason's hat. Good luck.
This one.
I think it's the only one in existence.
no, there's two.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
His future son-in-law's got the other one.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else to discuss?
No, I don't think so. Oh, nice.
Yeah, Mike did a paid extra for quick shipping.
Yeah, I wanted it before I left, so I wanted to get it before. I didn't want it to be sitting on the porch all weekend. Yeah, thank you.
I don't know how you say Adidas the correct way.
Adidas.
Oh, there's Bayou Beard Wife.
Woo, welcome. And with that, I guess we'll just bring our guest on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not right.
That was a unique intro.
What?
There we go.
Helps if I hit the right button. Welcome, Will.
Comment ça va, mes amis?
What did you just say?
The figurative translation is "What's up, my friends?" Literal translation, little different than that, but basically, it's a greeting that we use here in South Louisiana. How you doing? How's it going? What's up? What's happening? Or sometimes we say "Comment ça dit?" What do you say? That's the translation. And quoi ça dit? That's what it is. What you say? And quoi ça fait? What's doing?
Nice.
Cool.
But yes, it's a pleasure to finally make it. I've made it in the beard community because I'm on the Bearded Respect, and I will do my best to be respectful here.
All we ask is that you be yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I hear a rumor that there may be another live stream in the making called the Bearded Disrespect.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah.
That'll probably try to ride on you guys' coattails.
No, not here. All positive vibes here. I like your backdrop, by the way. It's a nice.
Well, thank you.
Backdrop
This
there.
is a bookcase that my grandfather made probably before I was born. And my grandfather did woodwork, not for a living, but as a hobby. And I don't know if you can see the detail in the camera, but there are these like screw marks that are all across here, all up and down.
Mhm.
And this is made with solid wood. I don't know how much this bookcase weighs, but it is very, very heavy. This is not some IKEA junk.
Oh, so those aren't shelves on your wall. That's a bookcase.
No, that's
Wow.
an actual bookcase.
That is huge.
I'm not exactly sure how my wife and I got it out of our house when we moved out of the house in Washington, but somehow we got it, put it in the back of the pickup truck, and then I got a strap and strapped it down, and we got it down the road. And then, of course, I have my the rest of my backdrop is unfortunately it's not empty bottles. There's only a few bottles that are empty, but I'm working my way through them. And as I go through products, I kind of try to rotate them in and out in the back. But I keep them in here, away from the bathroom, away from the heat and humidity, so none of them go rancid on me.
Mhm.
And then, of course, yeah, is it on this side? No, it's on this side. One of these sides. That American flag folded is a flag that was flown over the state capitol in Mississippi that my wife and I won at some kind of carnival or festival
Oh, wow.
down there along the coast.
That's cool. Very cool.
Yep, Jeffrey, they don't make them like they used to.
Wow.
And I wanted to give a renegade hello to all of my brothers out there watching. Thank you for joining in. So, gentlemen, what would you like to know about the Bayou?
Well,
Since
I hit this video clip.
yeah, go ahead.
But this week it's with Jason.
Yeah, because since Mike had to leave early, he asked if I'd do it, and I said, "You want me to use your questions or make my own?" And he said, "Well, use your own." But there's a couple of them that there's a couple of them though I'm gonna reuse though because
Will, did you
they're the
prepare by
classic
studying my
standard.
questions?
Yeah, I spent 2 weeks cramming for this.
Well, the first question is still going to be the same. What was your favorite toy as a kid? That's the old number one. That's always going to be asked.
That's not an easy question because there was a whole lot of stuff I really loved. But I'd have to say, if I were to narrow it down to a particular thing, it was my little red wagon. I had one of those, I think it's Radio Flyer, made them, little red wagons. And I did anything and everything in that wagon, drug it around the neighborhood. That's back when they made things to last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now this next question I come up with, it's kind of a two-parter. It's the first part of it is how long have you been growing a beard, and how long have you been in the beard community, or what got you into the beard community?
Okay, well, the beard growth, I've had facial hair since I was 13. And that's when, well, a little bit before that, but that's when my grandfather gave me a little Norelco electric shaver and said, "Shave that peach fuzz off your lip, boy." And I started shaving in 7th grade. And I think around 15 or 16, I went to Catholic school. You had to be clean shaved, but every summer I'd grow a mustache. And then after I graduated, I still rocked the stash a little while. And when I was 19, I want to say it was, I decided to grow a mustache and a goatee. And I had the mustache and goatee off and on since then. I'm 51 now. And last year in March, I believe it was, my goatee got so gray. And no, it's not from 17 years of truck driving. That was from my daughter's teenage years. But my beard was so gray. I said, you know what? I ought to grow my beard so I could be Santa Claus and not have to use a fake beard. And it was kind of a little running joke. And then in March of last year, I said, well, you know what? I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. And I started growing it. And it wasn't until probably around July or August, my wife tells me, well, you need to start using some products in your beard. I'm like, products? What is that? So, of course, we did all the Google searches and YouTube searches, and I started discovering sample kits from various companies. The big box companies, what I discovered first. And I liked them. It was all right. But then my wife started watching videos on how to trim my beard so I could keep it neat. And that's when I started discovering the small batch companies. And I want to say it's a combination. Well, the first person that I discovered on YouTube was Dancy Bearded. And then I discovered you guys, but I thought you were a beard club. I didn't watch the live streams. I was like, well, man, they don't have a link to join their club.
Well, Brewer does have his own club.
Well, yeah, I'm a charter member, man. Don't you know? But yeah, that's when I started in August and stuff, and learned about J. Cruz. And then I won a giveaway on the community meetup to Weather Beard Supply Company. And that's when I officially discovered small batch, and I've not looked back since. I love supporting the small batch companies, the small businesses. I find that their ingredients and their products generally are far superior to the big box stores. And that's when, like I said, around August, September, that's when I got into the beard community and, decided, hey, I could do a video. I could do a review. And I watched a YouTube video of J. Cruz and Dancy Bearded, and they were saying that, they're basically talking about getting into streaming and content creators. And they said the best thing to do is just turn the camera on and start filming. I was like, maybe there's something to this. Now, I haven't kept up with it as much as I would have liked to, but life happens while you're making plans. Mm-hmm. But I'm not putting out near the material that I would like to be, but I will be doing more in the future, and planning on launching my own little podcast or video cast, whatever you call it these days, in the very, very near future. And I'm already doing a couple of live streams, one with Mike, the Wizard Wiseman of Hemp Wizard Beard Company. I do that over on Instagram. And then on Sunday nights, I co-host with Dagan on BGG's Hangout with the Bayou. And that's going really well. I really enjoy doing it. And they're both a couple of great guys. Mm-hmm. And now I got so blessed, I got invited to the big leagues. Hope I don't mess up my chance.
Hey, Dagan was here before us.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you hit the big league air.
Yeah.
Well, Dagan took a big chance because he really didn't know me that well, other than seeing me in the chats. And then one Sunday, he decided to open it up to the audience. Anybody wanted to join the stream, he posted a link and you could join the stream. So I did. And I was like, yeah, that was kind of fun. And he mentioned something about he wouldn't mind having a co-host. Well, he did the same thing like a week or two later, open it up to the audience. And this time I was ready. I had my chair set up and everything. I wasn't walking around the house. And after it was over with, I messaged him on Instagram and said, hey, man, I heard you say something about you wouldn't mind a co-host. I'm interested. He said, okay, I'll try you out. And just like that, boom. And he's been such a good friend to me, a good mentor. And the very mic I'm talking on, I got this mic from Dagan for the price of shipping.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I went price them online. They're not cheap. And he told me that it was broken. And he said, I'll send it to you if you want. Just pay shipping. I said, okay, no problem. And then he messages me back. He said, man, you're not going to believe this. I just plugged the mic in and it works. I was like, okay, well, I'm still sending you the money for shipping. And he's like, yeah, that's no problem. I'll send it to you. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, he's a real stand-up guy. And like I say, Corey with Weatherbeard, I'm in love with their company because I love the ownership and what he does. And Corey live streams almost every day. So he gave me a lot of motivation to just say, to heck with it, man. Let's do this. And
interesting fact, Bayou, is Dagan, one of his first live streams. I don't know if it was the first or maybe like within the first couple of live streams. I was a guest on his show along with Bearded Votto and Jersey Ron.
Oh, wow.
So that was about four years ago, I think. So, but yeah, Dagan's a great guy.
So was that prior to the commission?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, long
wow, man.
So
wow. So the commission is younger and looks like Brewer, looks like you were a founding member of it.
No.
Kind of.
No. Yeah. No, but yeah, Dagan's been doing it for a long time now. So he's definitely an OG.
Yeah, I actually won my first giveaway on Dagan's show. It was
that's cool.
But ferocious.
Oh, that's too cool. Yeah, I've actually won a giveaway on Dagan's show, I think. I don't remember. I just know that for a while there, I was winning giveaways left and right. That's why I've got so many products behind me that I won't have to.
When you first get in the community, you win a lot. Then it seems like it doesn't happen as often.
Yeah. Well, I know I don't have to buy products until next year unless I really want something.
Yeah.
So I'm set with that. But man, there's some companies that I've got a top 10 list that's about to become a top 15 to 20 list of companies that I still haven't tried yet that I really want to try. It's just a matter of time and money. And I've only got one beard. I can only put in one set of products at a time.
Yeah. In this community, I mean, it's more about just trying these companies, and when these new scents come out, getting them because you want the new scent or you like it. Yeah, you're not going to run out of the scents or empty a bottle typically, like it's more of like a collection instead of sustainable use.
Yeah. Well, I saw Fetty Says on a live stream, and he said that, originally when he started out, he was catering to a crowd that just that was strictly using one brand. And, his bottle of his, I think he's got like 4-ounce bottles of beard oil. He said, oh, yeah, that would last you 3 months. But he said, I got into this community and, man, that bottle will last you 3 years.
Yeah.
I just got a 2-ounce bottle from him, and that thing's huge.
Yeah.
And the dropper is like almost goes to the bottom of the bottle.
Wow.
It's like a double bottle.
Well, I got to take off. Bayou, thanks for coming on. I'll still be checking in on the chat and stuff like that, but I got to pack and do all this.
Well, thank you so much, Brewer.
Yeah, man.
Glad I got to see you and be live with you.
Yeah.
And we'll be in touch.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have your people call my people and we'll do lunch.
All right. Sounds good. Bye, guys.
Hi.
Sure, Mike.
Safe travels.
Okay, on to my third question. What other than bearding, what are some of your other hobbies or interests that you like to do?
I'm not so much anymore, but I was a gamer for many years. It's just since we moved here, we moved here in the end of January of this year. And since we moved, I haven't set up my PS4, but I love playing on my PS4. We haven't set it up because we've only got one big enough TV for me to see, and that's in the living room. I'm waiting. We're supposed to be getting another TV or two. I've had several people promise TVs, so once I get it set up here in this room in the guest bedroom / office, I'll be back on it. But I like to play video games. I like to collect beard products. I like to collect, well, I don't really collect cologne, but I just, ever since I started growing my beard and started caring for it, I've really taken a lot more pride in my grooming. And all of my life, I didn't want to stink. Now I really enjoy smelling good. And with the beard care products, I'm always smelling good.
So since you were talking about games, I'm going to go ahead and put this one up. Art of Beardliness wants to know what you like to play.
I love all of the Grand Theft Auto franchise, all of the Saints Row franchise, although I haven't played the newest Saints Row. I also like to play The Sims 4. The Mafia trilogy. I haven't played Mafia 3 yet, but I've played the original Mafia 1 and Mafia 2, and then I played the remastered, redone, whatever, Mafia 1 and Mafia 2, where they added a few more things into it. And I like to play a lot of first-person shooter games. Now, I'm not quite as good as I used to be because of my vision, but I still hold my own pretty well.
Okay, next question, and so I didn't want to put you on the spot. Was asking you what your favorite company is or favorite, but I put it in the top 5. What's your top 5 favorite companies?
Okay, well, initially my favorite was Live Bearded, and that was until I discovered the small batch community. And my top 5 would have, in no particular order, but Weatherbeard would probably be number 1. I like Copper Johns. I like Sockeye Beard Company out of Georgia. My buddy Chris over there, he made a great all-natural deodorant that I was actually a tester for. And that's what really swayed my decision. And I'm trying to think what's some of the great smelling products that I have. One of the latest I got from Kyle from Bearded, Brewed, and Tattooed is, oh man, I always forget the name of the company. If he's in the chat, he left already. Royal Kingsman. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think that. Yeah. I got some their Reign, REIGN scent, which is a coffee scent. It's strong. Well, both scents are strong. I got that, and I got the whiskey glaze. And oh man, I love the whiskey glaze because I like bourbon smells. That it all started with Duke Cannon and their bourbon scent. And the whiskey glaze smells great. The coffee one smells great. It smells like an expensive cup of coffee. But the smells are so strong that I can only wear it for like 2 or 3 days. And then I have to switch to something a little more subtle because I can't take the scent any longer. And then there's another company. How could I forget? Rebellious Beard Care. Vinny makes some amazing creations. And I want to give away on Instagram. New to the community, want all kinds of giveaways. Well, I want to give away. And Vinny sent me I want to say about 6 or 7 different scents. And 3 of them were in a full-size bottle. And the rest of them he sent in his little small sample bottles, as well as the sample beard butter, which I thought was just way cool because I hadn't seen anybody else do butter samples in the industry. Now, I'm sure there are companies that are doing it, but I hadn't seen it yet. And I thought it was too cool. And he's got some great scents. And True North is on my list, way up on my list. They're probably the one of the companies that I've never tried, but I support the most as much as I can in social media.
Well, don't miss their butter. Their butter is something else.
Oh, anytime I order products, I typically like to keep all the scent the same, and I'll get oil, I'll get butter. I'm more of a butter person than a balm person, but I do like balm to keep my sides from going. Yeah. But I will definitely do that. And another company that I haven't tried, but on my list is Hemp Wizard with my co-host Mike the Wizard Wiseman. Creates some great products, and that's about my list for that, I think.
Okay. And the last and final question is, I'm bringing this one back because Mike hasn't used it in a while. If you could do only one thing on your bucket list, what would it be?
That's really a difficult question for me to answer because I actually don't have a bucket list. If I did have a bucket list, there's a few things that I would like to do, but I've honestly, in my short time here on Earth, I've done a lot, seen a lot, been a lot of places. I'm not saying I've done it all or seen it all, but I've had a very fulfilling and enjoyable life. But I guess there's a few things that I'd like to do. One of them I'd like to do, I'd really like to see the band Kiss in concert in full makeup. That would have to be a bucket list item.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I will point out another thing that you mentioned earlier on in one of those questions. How you said you were 51, and that broke my heart because that still made me the oldest one on screen.
Don't feel bad.
So there's 2 of us.
Well, when do you turn 52, though, Scott?
November.
Oh, see, I got you beat. I'm September 1st. So, yeah, I'm in the old folks club, but hey, one of my brothers in our beard club is actually older than me. He's in his 60s, so he makes me feel pretty good because if he's not in the chat, I'm typically the oldest one there.
Now we start a couple questions that the chat had for you, so I'll bring them up now.
Definitely.
Jeffrey wants to know, with all the diversity of music down there, what's your favorite style?
Really, I'm a very eclectic type of person. I used to say I listen to everything from A to Z, from alternative to Zydeco. But there's some genres of music I don't care for. But I do like our local music, which is Cajun, Zydeco, and Swamp Pop. But probably my all-time favorite would be gangster rap from the 80s and very, very early 90s. After that, it became hip-hop. And hip-hop just wasn't the same as the old school rap that we listened to back in the day. But I still like, okay, my favorite genre would be 80s dance music. That's what I listen to the most. Yeah, shout out Kershaw.
Yeah, Jeffrey was really wanting to know your answer because I started this one too, and it was the same thing pretty much. So he was really wanting to know your answer. The other one that was starred was, what do you like to play? And you answered that. And then the other one, I don't think I starred this one. Somebody else
did.
must have. You did?
Oh, not that one. I
Oh,
didn't
not that one?
Yes, I'm a Green Bay fan, and Mike can't defend himself, but he is as well.
Yeah. So
you want to know who's my team? Is that what the question is? Well, I think it's a little bit obvious, but I'll say it anyway. Who that, baby? Go Saints. And I also bleed purple and gold. I'm an LSU Tigers fan.
I grew up a fan of both of them, so.
And I see Kevin saying no, Chicago Bears. The Bears of the 80s were great. They just made some poor choices in their draft picks. And yes, the Super Bowl shuffle. I used to know every word by heart.
Oh, yeah.
And Oat Melica, yeah. And Metallica, too. I like Metallica until the whole Napster deal. But they still made some pretty good music.
Yes.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of recording artists out there that I really hate their politics, but this isn't a political discussion. But I still like their music. I can still appreciate the music without having to actually like them.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like the good book says, to love everybody. You don't have to like them. You barely even have to tolerate them, but you got to love them. So love them from a distance with a 2x4. No, I'm kidding.
Tara, I'll give you two: Harvester of Sorrow and Fade to Black.
Will, are you actually bald or bald by choice? Okay, here's the story on this. For those of you that don't know I'm not going to give you the whole long story of my medical history, but I got diagnosed with a brain tumor in 2015. So I had the surgery to remove it. And they shaved these little round circles in the back of my head where they placed like magnets or something. I don't know. It looked weird. So I shaved my head. And I was getting ready to shave my head anyway, because a friend of mine was battling cancer and she was about to start chemo. And I told her, I said, look, if you shave your head, I'll shave mine. So I shaved my head, had my wife shave it with the razor and shaving cream. And that was the nastiest sound I'd ever heard when she ran that razor across my scalp. And then I let it grow out. That was on March the 15th. I let my hair grow and didn't cut it again until November 20th of 2020. My hair was halfway past down my back, and I donated it to Wigs for Kids. I donated 17 inches of hair, and then I went back to my short hair style that I'd been wearing for years. And I've always been really, really particular about who I let cut my hair, because I've gotten some really botched up haircuts in the past. And my best friend's wife was cutting my hair after I got the long hair cut. And when we moved to Scott, they were like 45 minutes away. And I couldn't get back and forth to go get a haircut from her. And I kept telling my wife, I said, I got a mind to just shave it all off. My wife's like, yeah, whatever. Well, one night I said, I had enough. My hair was looking funky. I couldn't get a haircut. So I had some trimmers that I'd bought to trim my beard. And I just started buzzing. And I said, yep. And that was at least a year or so ago. And my wife liked the look so much that she won't let me grow it back now. So I shave.
Oh, that's not what I'm laughing at. Sorry.
I see the comment that you're laughing at.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been shaving it ever since. And I believe it was Finest Mixed Breed asked me earlier on True North live stream on Instagram about what do I use. I was using regular razors, but I found that unless I use a razor with 5 or more blades, it doesn't give me a very good shave because my head has all kinds of funky contours. And then I discovered the head shavers, the ball head shavers. And my wife got me one. I don't know where she got it from, but it wasn't cheap and it wasn't that great. And then I saw the ads for Freestyle. I think that's the name of it. Sounds like it, or Free something. Freebird. That's it. I'm sorry. Freebird. Yeah. I got one of those on sale. Got it. Used the heck out of it. I need to replace the blades. They don't last that long because my stubble is kind of rough. And I've had a couple of I'm not exactly sure who it is, but an individual approached me asking if I would like to review products for them. And the first 2 that I've reviewed have been head shavers. And these are the ones with the 7 heads, which are really amazing. If you've ever used anything with less than with 5 heads or less, when you use a 7 head, it cuts your shaving time in half. Literally. And I really dig the first one that I got because the heads pop off magnetically for cleaning. And it's like, wow. Clean up is boop, 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 boop. Run a little water on it, beat it on the sink, run a little water on it, beat it on the sink. You're done. And now occasionally I will still shave with a blade in the shower, but I typically don't if I don't have to because I just don't like it. I don't like running the risk of cuts and whatnot because, like I said, my head has some really wacky topography, to use one of those $3.50 words. It's not quite a $5 word, but $3.50 word. And Beans is here.
How you doing, Beans?
Now, that's a great guy right there.
Yeah,
definitely. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Our beard club was part of a benefit thing in up in Chicago, I believe, St. Baldrick's, where everybody shaves their head. And Beans was one of the guys like me. He had to grow out his hair to be able to shave it for the benefit. And I told my wife, I'm like, baby, you gonna let me grow my hair out so I can shave it? No, I don't want you looking like a freak show until you shave it again.
Yeah, I meant to go to that event, and I happened to be under the weather.
It happens.
It seems like every time I plan to go somewhere, I get sick. That's the second time it's happened to me in the last year.
Hope it's not psychosomatic.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
First time I got COVID when I was going to a beard competition.
Oh, wow.
I was pretty bummed out about that one.
COVID wasn't very fun.
Your daughter is in the chat?
Yes, my daughter and my wife are both in the chat. I'm just I haven't been able to keep up with the chat because it has been flying by.
Yeah, it's pretty quick tonight.
Yes, I noticed you, Ollie. I don't know what senpai means, but
You might not
one of
want
them words. Yeah, especially if you walked into 17 inches being donated.
to.
But hey,
But
man.
yeah, I used to use, like a 5-bladed razor. I mean, I'm going thin on top anyway, and I had a bald spot in the back of my head, and I was getting fades, and it was getting to the point where it's like, well, I got nothing on top, and I'm getting a fade down here. There's like nothing there. I might as well just shave it off. So I started shaving it, and then this past year for Christmas, I got a Brio raise. It's a 5-headed head
Okay,
shaver.
I'm not
So,
familiar with it, but
yeah, like
But-
the Brio trimmer, and Brio's got the
Beardscape.
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we've had the president of the company on a while ago, but
Well, of course, you guys are the major leagues, man.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if you didn't.
yeah,
But-
if we ever like we've had like charity events on our stream, and they've donated Beardscape trimmers.
Oh, that's cool. But if you get the chance to try a 7-head, you won't go back to a 5-headed shaver.
Yeah.
So any 7-head in particular?
I would recommend that the kind that have the magnetic heads where the whole thing pulls off, because it's easier to clean. But they're on Amazon. Everybody and their mama makes one, but you got to make sure you get the one with the magnetic heads for the easy cleanup. But yeah, it cuts your time down severely, both your shaving and your cleanup time afterwards, because I've read in multiple places that it's recommended you clean your razor after every use so it doesn't get clogged up.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't think this
Yeah.
question is going away.
Yeah.
You don't have to comment, but
Demonetize the 17-inch channel. Yeah. And that just happens to be one of my club brothers who's threatening to move to Malaysia.
wow.
Yeah. I just told him, I said, okay, when you're bringing me my TV. He's going to be selling off all of his stuff, and he's got a TV that's big enough I could play my video games on, Just saying.
So anyway, Tara has a question here.
Okay.
How many people have said you sound like Foghorn Leghorn in your lifetime?
That would be exactly 0. I see, boy. Go away, boy. You bother me. And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
Okay.
And then Chris wants to do a giveaway in honor of Will tonight.
Yes. Like I said, I'm not officially a North Crew member, but I do support them because they give back. And they're great people. And Chris and I like to kid around. Hey, man, he got all kind of people fired up on that live stream this afternoon, and I was just killing myself laughing. I had to call him afterwards and say, dude, thank you so much. He said, well, if I could just get 20 more people onto the live stream for y'all tonight, I'll do it. I'm like, do it, man.
Well, thanks for that.
Don't thank me. Thank Chris. This was all his idea. Yep. Let's see.
Oh, I was gonna. There was a Terra comment here somewhere.
Yeah, they're flying in too quickly for me to keep up.
Here, I wanted to mention this. Don't wait to shave. I wait to wax. just everybody, if you want to check out my Brew City Bearded channel, I did a nose and ear waxing video.
That's a little interesting. Yeah.
Dagan's done one of them in the past. Nobody's done one for a while, so Becky wanted me to clear out the nose and ear hair, so I did it.
Well, I think I've read that somewhere that if you get your nose waxed, you can smell in 3D or in high definition. I'm not sure which it is, but
it's insane as soon as you do it how well you can smell.
Man, I don't know about that. That sounds like it could be a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, that's
that's a no for Jason. He's already.
Yeah, that's a no. I'm not going to do that. I mean, because they say, you know, the reason you have nose hairs is to help filter dirt and dust and things like that you breathe in. So I don't know if I want, you know.
They come back.
I know, but
Yeah, but what if I get sick before the hair grows back? I mean, it's kind of like the whole mask thing during COVID. You know, if that mask can't filter flatulation, how's it going to filter out a virus allegedly traveling through the air?
Hey Tyson, how you doing?
hey Tyson,
Michael has an early flight that he's got a pack for. He's moving his son back home from college.
he was on earlier. He made it for half an hour and he had to go pack.
Yep, there's my buddy Tyson, another company owner that I just love to death. He's a great guy, and he makes some great products.
Yeah, we got to get him back on the show again soon.
Yeah, we had him last Sunday night, and I'm hoping to have him on one of my other live streams in the very near future.
Chris, it will not be a hashtag giveaway because we have to have that set up before the show. We've been using Gleam, but that's Michael's area of expertise.
Yeah.
So I will go with my comment generator, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know about any of those things. Not that I don't do giveaways, but actually, technically, I personally have not done a giveaway. But that's what I'll do. I'll auction off everything behind me and give it all to charity. Yeah, my favorite charity of all is Save the Wills. Not the whales, but the wills.
Oh.
People need to save us. Probably save us from ourselves, but, you know, it's one of those things. And I'm looking through the comments just because I have a moment to do so. But I don't want to have that awkward silence.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Well, once upon a time ago, when dinosaurs were still roaming the earth, I worked in bars for quite a few years, and dead air was the last thing any of the owners ever wanted to hear, especially when there was a crowd. Dead air meant you were probably going to lose your job. Oh, man. My drink is almost empty. That's not.
So, we all ready for this giveaway?
Well, what are we giving away first, Chris? What are you giving away?
I don't know.
A hard time?
Well, he's good at that.
Oh, he's real good at that.
So I saw a comment in here. What do you wash your beard with?
Soap and water. No, I'm kidding. Actually, I use various beard washes from various companies. I use Base Camp from Weatherbeard. I still have some of my Live Bearded wash and conditioner left. Right now, I'm using some beard wash and beard conditioner from Detroit Grooming. And I also have a shampoo that gets rid of the brassiness in my beard. That I do that once a week on Sundays, because Sunday is stripping day. It's real easier to remember that. I don't remember who it was that said that, but yeah, strip on Sunday before you go to church. That way you remember to strip your beard every week. So that's what I do.
Yeah, I've got a few in my shower. Copper Johns, Grindstone Grooming, Southern Beard Company, Lit.
Lit Beard Company, their Orion scent is just amazing.
Yes, that's one of the top ones of mine from them.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we can add Lit to my list of my top beard companies. I don't remember. You said like top 5-ish. Well, that's like 5-ish, I think.
Yeah, it works. I noticed the box behind you.
Yeah.
Tara says she's going to give away her used wax strips.
Oh, well, I should be the only winner for that.
Well, your wife says she's going to be in the giveaway for you. So anybody who's left a comment today will be entered in the giveaway. I'm not sure what Chris is giving away.
Yeah, Chris, I still see you commenting, but I haven't seen you comment the answer to what you're giving away.
A whole bottle. Ooh, whole bottle of what?
Whole bottle
A bottle of me goes a long way. Just ask my wife. She'll vouch for that. Meatloaf. Yeah. Meatloaf made some really good music, folks. You may not realize it. And so did Eddie Money, for that matter.
Oh.
Both gone too soon. Good. Ooh, a bag of circus peanuts, man. I haven't had those in, God, I don't know how many years now. Well, I tell you what, guys. You've never been sick until you gotten sick off of eating circus peanuts. I have. I'm still scarred to this day.
Yes, Emo. Chris has some spray cologne since their anniversary of 1 year. So here, I'll just roll this. I believe it's a cologne of choice.
And 2 tickets to paradise.
Good luck, everybody.
I know. I would do anything
Brandon
for
Markle.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You still here,
don't contact
Brandon?
me.
So Tara and Chris, is there a good way to connect with you? I'm guessing they can reach out to you on IG. If he's able to.
No, Brandon is a North Crew.
Because I would do anything for my beard. I'd wash it, then I'd wash my back.
So Brandon, just let us know that you're still in here, so you know when you want.
Yep, there he is.
Okay.
There we go.
Just reach out to True North. They'll get you all squared away. Thanks, Chris, for the giveaway.
Yes, thank you so much, Chris and Tara. You made my debut here on the Bearded Respect even better because we had a giveaway. Na, 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 na. And I'm not even a beard company owner. Okay, Kevin, but I do know what you did for a Klondike bar, so better keep in line, son. But anywho, moving right along. Nothing to see here, people. Show's over. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Meatloaf and Tom Petty. Can't stand them. Oh, well, Chief, shame on you, man. Tom Petty made some great music, too.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, because I won't back down, and I'll stand my ground.
Yeah, guys, it doesn't matter what you put in the comments. You can put as many hashtags as you want. If you leave a comment, you're entered in this style of giveaway.
Hey, I left a comment earlier. I was robbed. I demand a recount. This is terrible, 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 terrible.
Oh, I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, there he goes.
And then there were two. Picture man going on a journey beyond sight and sound. You've left the Bearded Respect and entered. I don't know what it is, zone.
So, being a fellow Beard Club member, what made you join the Renegade Beard Club?
Well, I actually joined the previous club that imploded, and I was only in there for 2 weeks, and it imploded, like I said, and I didn't know what was going to happen next. I joined up. It sounded like a cool thing to be a part of, and then I saw that the beard clubs do a lot of charity work and stuff, and I was like, that sounds like a really good deal. And then I waited a couple of weeks. I noticed that for sure one other beard club popped up, like, I don't know, 2 days after the implosion. And I was like, these guys must have been waiting for this to happen. Well, nobody contacted me, and I was kind of hoping that they would, because I got to meet the international board, and they seemed like really great guys and everything. And then 2 weeks went by, I didn't hear anything. So then I contacted another club that's already in existence, and I started talking to one of their scouts. And then Beans sends me a message, hey, buddy, I just started up a new club. We'd love to have you, the whole 9 yards. And I was like, responded back to him, was like, look, buddy, I'm kind of talking to somebody else right now, but I'll keep you in mind. Well, the further I got into the scouting process, the more I decided this probably isn't the place I need to be. And then I contacted Beans and I said, you still got that spot open? He said, hell yeah, brother. I said, I'm in. So in doing so, I became one of the founding members of the Louisiana chapter. And since then, I've become the president of the Louisiana chapter. And it's been an interesting ride so far. We're trying to recruit people in state. I mean, we're recruiting everybody internationally and nationally, but we're trying to get some more guys in here in Louisiana to get a full board of officers. But I've got some great guys in my chapter specifically, and we've got some really great guys in the club all across the country and around the world. And I found the right place where I need to be, where I have something to contribute, and I'm also getting back just as much as I contribute into it, I'm getting back 2 and 3 times. So that's what got me into it, was a community, and the charity portion of it, and the camaraderie and the brotherhood. That's what lured me in.
Yeah. The club kind of split into basically now 2 clubs. Some could say 3, but
well, I'm not familiar with the third one, but
well, the
I know
third one's the original club.
Okay, yeah, I've heard rumors that the original club is kind of existing, but not exactly sure.
Yeah,
And,
they just don't have the numbers the rest have. But my chapter, the Wisconsin chapter, which now is one of the biggest chapters in the club, but if we didn't have such a strong chapter, I would have went to Renegade. We were wavering which way to go as a chapter. We talked about following Beans with Renegade, or just staying where we are and building what we have now. But we just stood together. We were the only chapter that didn't have somebody leave, which we were kind of proud of. We have a great president in our chapter, DQ, and just this week we got our 501c. So
yeah, we're waiting on that, and I don't know the process involved.
It's a mess.
If I was back home, I know people who know how to do this kind of thing, and could have for sure set it up from the Louisiana chapter, but I'm down south of my little hometown, and I don't get back often enough to bother those folks about it. But they know how to. There's a particular guy in town who knows how to set these up, knows how to write grants, knows how to do a whole lot of different things, and we're waiting to get that so we can start making commissions off of our merchandise store, because we're starting to sell some products, but it's all hanging over in limbo until I put in tax information for the Louisiana store. And man, I've put in a lot of time designing. I don't do the actual graphic designs. That's somebody that's way smarter than me who makes the actual designs. But as far as for taking the images and putting them on the merchandise, on the shirts, the sweatshirts, the cups, the hats, everything, I've been enjoying doing that. And I've been taking multiple designs, and I probably have one of the more expensive shops in the whole of our club. Louisiana chapter shop is probably more expensive because of the detail. I've done shirts where, okay, most of us have nice, long, pretty beards. A design like this gets covered up. So I put shirts with a design right here. And then I put something on the back. And then I put Renegade across the sleeves on the short sleeve shirts. Now, I wasn't able to go down the sleeve on the long sleeve shirts. That's a custom job that you can do individually, but I couldn't produce that for sales. But the shirt I created for myself, I still haven't gotten it because it's almost a $50 shirt, but it's got an emblem here on the back. It's got Renegade going down each sleeve. It's got my name, Bayou, LA chapter president, on this side. And it's a really cool shirt. I just can't afford it right now, but but yeah, I've been really enjoying working with Spreadshop. That's who we use. I think that's who you guys with the Respect are using, correct?
Yes.
Well, I don't know if you've had to deal with the customer service yet. their customer service is impeccable.
Mhm.
I've called them 2 or 3 different times, and the first time was about Ziggy ordered a hat and a shirt, and when the hat came in, the logo on it was about that big, about the size of a quarter, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. So I called up customer service, and the lady said, "Well, do you know how to go into the design shop?" I'm like, "Well, I put the logo on stuff. I didn't realize I did everything from my phone." So yeah. She said, "You need to go on a computer and log into the website, and then you'll." Man, she walked me through the whole thing and was just as patient as can be. She says, "Okay, you're going to need to take your logo, and you need to reduce the sides of it all the way down to where it's only the printed part that's visible. And then you can put it on whatever you want to print. You can expand it, whatever." And their customer service team has walked me through designing things 2 or 3 times, and just a really, really great experience working with them. That, yeah, I've had some people tell me, "Oh, well, I know somebody who could do it cheaper." Well, you know what? I'm from the South, specifically working in the oil field, and customer service has always been a big thing in my life. And I will drive 10, 20 minutes out of the way, spend $5 or $6 more to get the best service around. And I have no reason to look anywhere else, because Spread Shop suits our needs, and their customer service is unbeatable as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, the only problems I've had is they tried to tell me my designs were no good because they might be copyrighted by somebody else. So I said, "Well, I make all my own designs, so."
Well, really, that surprises me.
Yeah. After that, all I did is send them an email, and the next day everything was fixed, and they unblocked everything, and I've been going at designs since with no issues.
Yeah. Well, I need to get the link to go check out the Respects Spread Shop, and if you need any tips or any tools, let me know, because I have a blast creating in there, because didn't realize how large the catalog of items is in there.
Yeah.
Because when I first set up Louisiana's, it's just basic things, t-shirts and sweatshirts. But when I really dug into it, it's like, oh my goodness, I've uploaded design, and it gives me a list of these products may not be compatible with your design. And it's this little tiny list, but then the list of the stuff that it is compatible is like this big.
Yeah. Yeah. I start off with like 4 things. I'm like, oh, they got all kinds of other stuff.
Oh yeah, man. They even have stuffed animals and bandanas for dogs, which hint, hint, bandanas for dogs. I guess he's not listening.
Oh, and Emo, I did see that comment about congratulating us on our 501c. Appreciate it. It was mainly our treasurer, Anthony, but he did a great job with it.
Well, congratulations on that. I'll speak to you offline about it and see which one you got, because apparently there are multiple choices.
Yeah, there are.
I didn't know there was multiple choice, man. I thought it was true or false, basically.
I know we were talking about it for a long time, and it took us pretty much a year to actually get it all accomplished.
Yeah. Well, looked like you guys hit the ground running as soon as the old club imploded, because I remember seeing a post on Instagram, like, I don't know, it was less than a week later, and it was a club gathering. They even had a flag, and I was like, Oh, wait
Yeah.
a minute. They knew this was coming, apparently. They were prepared for this.
Well, no, that was something we had planned before we even knew that all was going to happen. But yeah, we tend to throw things together. That flag actually was not a new flag. It was an image put over the old flag.
Oh, okay. So it was repurposed.
Yes.
Yep. Quick, Jason, you can still take a nap for 5 more minutes. I just can't believe he got up to go take the nap. He could have just turned the camera off, muted his mic. But yeah, Jason, you ought to get a bandana for your dogs.
Just to let everybody know out there, sometimes you got to go to the bathroom.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yep.
And there he went.
Emo was about to call us out with the flag. He knows.
Yeah, and he made it back so quickly, he obviously does not have a bidet attachment at his house.
Oh.
And if you hook up an extra line to it that feeds into like a bottle of Scope, you can have that minty fresh feel. Yeah. I'll be here all week long, folks. Come on, see me every night. Shows at 9 and then again at 2. And where is Brewer? Brewer had to go. He's moving his son back home from college, and he has to be on a what is it? Did he say he had to get up at 6, or he said he was flying out at 6?
I think he's flying out at 6. His rest of his family is already there, and they're flying to Pennsylvania to move his son back to Wyoming.
Plus, he still had to list some new items on his Etsy store.
Yeah, for the Brewer Beard Club.
Exactly. If those of you who don't know what we're talking about, if you don't know, don't even bother asking. You wouldn't understand.
It'd take a while.
Yeah, it's a North Crew thing. Oh, yes, I do look like Colonel Sanders, except I have hair on the sides. Colonel Sanders just had the mustache and the goatee, and he wore the BC glasses.
Yep.
And he wasn't actually a military colonel. That was one of those honorary titles that they used to give to people over in Kentucky.
Yep.
I watched the whole biography thing about him, and his secret recipe of 11 original herbs and spices that he had written down on a piece of cardboard above the door. It was very interesting.
The Whiskers and Whiskey, thanks for joining us. We hope you come back. We always try to up the last episode. But we'll have a good one next week.
And Brad, as a matter of fact, I will be doing Santa for Hire this coming winter. I played Santa for like somewhere close to Christmas Eve, just for the family scene, because I didn't think I had a costume that would be. I didn't have a costume, period. And then I found a costume my daughter wore the year before for Christmas that actually fit me. And she's way smaller than me, but it was baggy on her. So, it fit me, and it wasn't quite skin tight. And went to my brother-in-law's house, and 2 of the grandkids are like, I don't know their ages now, but they're under 5-ish. And it went over really well. And before we went there, we had to stop at a grocery store for something. And I'm walking through the grocery store in my Santa outfit. The only thing I'm missing is the hat. And I had people stop and want to take pictures with me during the trip. So I was like, okay, I got this going on really good. When I walked into the store, the people at the service desk said, "Oh my God, Santa came shopping here tonight. It must be getting to be Christmas."
Jason knows how that goes. He got recruited last Christmas.
Oh, he's definitely got the beard for it.
Yeah.
Okay, finest mixed breed. I'm sure the BC glasses are listed in the BBC Etsy, but are they new or used? Oh, definitely, Ray. I'll definitely hire you as and finest as my elves. Definitely, we could make a traveling show. But anywho, I guess we're gonna have to start wrapping this up. I think Jason's getting a little sleepy.
No, I'm fine. I get picked
Okay.
on all the time. I mean, it's not that bad. Guys think I think because I don't talk a lot, and they think I go to sleep, but I'm not sleeping. I'm just taking it all in.
Well,
Yes.
if I don't talk a lot, it's probably because I went to sleep.
But once you get Jason going, he's all wound up.
Yeah.
Well, like the old saying goes, it's better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. And that's all I have to
Yep.
say about that.
I think they mean Jason looks like Santa from Miracle on 34th Street.
I don't know.
I think Will does.
Well, I haven't seen the remake, but I'm guessing the remake is more Jason's beard length, because I remember the original in black and white.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Kris Kringle's beard was a little shorter than mine.
Yeah.
And in fact, the length my beard was at Christmas time this past year, if I recall correctly, was approximately the same length as the original Miracle on 34th Street. And that's how I was able to pull it off, because I looked a whole lot like him, except I was shaved head.
Well,
But
they
that's
think
what happened.
Jason is Father Time.
At least they don't think he's Gandalf or Dumbledore.
Yeah.
I hope being Father Time, you get to start off as a baby every New Year.
I don't have a suit or nothing. I do have a hat, and I put the hat on at Christmas parties and when my grandkids, I got 2 grandkids, when they come over for Christmas, I'll have it on. But no, I don't have a suit, and I don't do private parties or nothing like that. But yeah, I get called Santa a lot at Christmas time.
Especially when you're out shopping.
Yep.
The only thing I'm really missing is I need to get a pair of black suspenders for the pants, because the pants don't stay up very well and there's no drawstring for them. And I probably ought to get a belt that, looks more Santa Claus-ish, because I'm actually using my old duty belt from when I worked for the sheriff's department. And I wear my tactical boots from when I worked for the sheriff's department. I don't have all I have is cowboy boots, and that would look probably appropriate down here. No, it would have to be white rubber boots to look appropriate down here, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, and I forgot. Oh man, I'm sorry guys. I forgot to do this earlier, but people was tuning in to see if there was a Cajun fella from down the bayou over here in Louisiana. And man, you didn't hear him talk to nobody like that. I don't know what happened like that. He doesn't talk with very much of an accent. It's just, only them damn Yankees. They're the only ones that might notice him talk a little bit with a little bit of a Cajun accent. But man, with a last name like Aucoin, 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 that's French. If y'all didn't know, that's French. That's French for at the corner. So really makes you wonder what my ancestors did for a living.
Oh.
Well, there you go. Jacob makes custom Santa belts.
Ooh, dude, what doesn't Jacob make? Jacob
I don't
makes some amazing things.
Yes.
I think it'd probably be a shorter list of what he doesn't make. And chances are what he doesn't make is what he doesn't feel like making. He could do things with leather that most people could only dream of.
So Brad wants to know if your beard color is all natural.
There's no other way I could get my beard this color. Although I keep finding these dark hairs in my beard. And used to be I used to keep finding white hairs in my beard, but now it's all dark hairs.
I know there's a lot of people who actually go through the dyeing process.
Actually, I did that briefly when I was just rocking the goatee when I was starting to get a few too many gray hairs, but then finally I decided, I might as well just give this up because it's only getting worse.
Well, no, I mean like dyeing it white for Santa purposes.
Oh, I know somebody you're talking about. Used to be online, used to own a beard care company. He told me that he would dye his hair, his beard, his eyebrows. And I was like, OMG. He said, yeah, man, my beard is fried from dyeing it so many times. I'm like, no, not for me.
Yeah, we know one guy in Tennessee who was dyeing his beard, and he said it really was almost like torture.
I'm not going to ask how we know that Jacob doesn't make Speedos. Are you sure?
He can make leather kilts.
Ooh. A
But it'd be expensive.
A leather kilt sounds like it'd be interesting, though. But, well, we had Jacob on, Mike and I had him on a live stream, and that was a question of what's the strangest request he'd ever gotten. And one of the requests was for him to make underwear. And he told us that he knows somebody who works in leather that actually makes swimsuits. But they put like padding and stuff in it so it doesn't like rub you raw or anything.
I would hope.
Ray Smokey, blank face. My lips are sealed.
William McBride's asking if he makes whips. I'm sure he's been asked, or
I'd be surprised if he doesn't, because the bullwhip industry, that you can't make cheap ones. Oh, and
are you trying to steal Mike's seat? He wants to know.
No, man, Mike's way smaller than me. I would never fit in his seat.
Oh
no, I'm just I'm an unreasonable facsimile. If ever you guys have to call in sick or something.
Well, you never know. And he says he makes rawhide bullwhips.
Rolling, 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 keep them doggies rolling. Though the roads are swollen, rawhide.
So, Mike, I wouldn't take too many weeks off traveling.
Yeah, because, man, we got some people in the chat that are just asking questions that, oh, my, I just don't know how to answer those. I might turn into a Karen before this is over with.
A deerskin loincloth.
Dude, I would so wear that. Not in public, but...
And somebody's saying he's making chaps now.
Well, they make chap butter. Might as well have chaps to put them on. Yeah, Jacob's another cool guy. He doesn't have a beard company. He's even better. He's got a leather company. He can make me go bankrupt way faster than any beard company.
Well, Mike, I've never been to a Buc-ee's, so I don't know what you should get.
Dude, you never been to a Buc-ee's? Oh,
No, we're having our first one built this year in Wisconsin.
oh man, beaver nuggets are awesome. And then the beef jerk. Oh, the brisket sandwiches are good. Look, guys, I'm not a little guy. I know my way around food.
I was going to say jerky. You can never go wrong with jerky.
Well, yeah, I hear they have a whole wall of jerky.
They do. They have the biggest one I've ever seen and ever been to is in Baytown, Texas, and it's the size of a supermarket. And I'm not exaggerating. I've been to a few other Buc-ee's around Texas, and they were like a jumbo convenience store, equivalent size of possibly a truck stop. But the one that they built in Baytown is I've shopped in smaller major chain grocery stores than the building that they're in. And yeah, wall of jerky, wall of beaver nuggets, and then the brisket sandwiches. It's a hot food counter that they have set up, and you can get a brisket sandwich. I don't know if they have a pork chop sandwich, but they got sandwiches. I know they got brisket sandwiches. That's what I always get. They got really good food there.
I would imagine when I lived in Texas, they didn't have a Buc-ee's.
What part of Texas did you live in?
I was stationed at Fort Hood.
Okay, you out there in Killeen.
Yeah, well, I'm more lived on the dry side of town when I lived off base, but Copper's Cove.
Okay, yeah.
And then I
got some friends that live there. I just don't remember who they are.
I moved to Austin soon after I got out of the Army.
Oh man, so you got liberal for a while. No, I'm kidding.
No, but I could sit on my apartment roof and watch the University of Texas football games.
Oh wow, that's too cool, man.
Yeah. I live pretty close to downtown.
Buc-ee's is not a restaurant. It is like a gas station and convenience store on steroids from hell.
Yeah, I hear we're getting 100 gas pump.
It's like a supersized Wawa, because I think you guys have Wawas up there. Yeah.
Wawa.
I guess you've never been to a Wawa's either?
No. We have quick trips.
We have
QT
Sheets is our.
QT is similar to Wawa's.
Yeah.
Speedway, Starvin' Marvin.
A funny name. And he talks about sheets. We don't have them either.
I'm going to be polite for our underage viewers here and not make any more comments about sheets.
Like, because it's like 10 sheets put together.
Yeah. It's like 10 Wawas put together. Man, Wawas. The first time I went to Wawa's was in Virginia, and that was over 20 years ago. And Wawa's back then, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Racetrack or Raceway gas stations. They're both basically kind of the same.
Yeah.
We have racetracks down here. And the first Wawa's I went to, a friend of my wife's was the manager there, so I was able to park my truck there. And I went inside, and it's like, oh my God, this is what Racetrack wishes they could be. This is what they want to be when they grow up. They had a deli. They had fresh food. I mean, it was a miniature grocery store that sold gas, had gas pumps out front. And yes, we do have underage viewers. My daughter is underage. Yeah. Because
Well,
I'm so young, she has to be young.
Triple B, we do have Speedway, but they don't carry Mingy's jerky here at the speedways.
Now, see, I didn't know that there were still speedways in existence because I remember Speedway. We had one here in Lafayette, and Pilot bought out speedways, the truck stops. I didn't know that Speedway did some of the convenience stores as well.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
actually quite a few here.
And hey, Roy, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I guess it's kind of like Love's in Oklahoma. Love's is everywhere in Oklahoma.
Yeah, we have some Loves.
Yep. Well, I've been to the Love's truck stops, but first time I ever went through Oklahoma, it's like every city in Oklahoma has like one or two Loves in them, but they're just regular sized convenience stores and gas stations. But to be honest, back then the Love's truck stops weren't much bigger than the convenience store gas stations, which were all smaller than Buc-ee's is now.
Yeah.
Oh, Speedway was bought out by 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven must be getting big because we don't have any 7-Elevens. I don't know if there's actually even any in the entire state of Louisiana. We have two stations / convenience stores here in town that are called Stripes, and I found out from management there they are owned by 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven bought them out, but they don't want to change the name to 7-Eleven. Why? I don't know. But 7-Eleven got out of Louisiana in like the late 70s, early 80s, and have never been back.
Yeah, I actually just got a big gulp last weekend.
I think they got the big gulps here in the speedways. Here, the speedways used to be Super American, then they just changed them to Speedway.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, finest mixed breed, what part of PA are you in? I'm guessing Eastern because Wawa's Eastern. Like when I lived in Connecticut, they had Wawa's up there, but yeah, I didn't know how far east Sheets went.
Triple B says there's one Love's near him. First time he thought it was an adult store.
No, that's out in the parking lot. Yeah. Yep.
Loaf and Jugs, is that the one I made fun of? There was one out in Wyoming that I know I sent Becky a picture of because of the name of it.
I know what you're talking about. They have them in California.
I was like, what the hell am I seeing?
Yeah, it's something and go.
Yeah, that's it.
Saw them in California. Yeah. Me and a buddy of mine we spent a week out in LA waiting on loads that came in from overseas. And we were waiting for it to get released by customs and so on and so forth. So we actually spent a week laid over in LA waiting on this and saw those on the way in and out. And then the 7-Eleven, there was a 7-Eleven that was, I don't know, like a mile or so from the hotel we stayed at. And that's back when slurping gulps were still a thing. I don't think anybody has them anymore, but every night I'd go to the 7-Eleven just to get a slurping gulp because I hadn't been able to in like over 20, 30 years.
The brewer's got the name there.
Yes, actually, I think it's spelled with a K, though. I won't swear to it, but I think it's spelled with a K.
Oh.
And Kevin wants to know what the what?
I should have known that mixed breed because I know Johnny Z is from Allentown because we met him in Pittsburgh, and sometimes you guys are in pictures together. So I should have known that. I should have known that.
Because we're living here in Allentown, but they're shutting all the factories down. And I can't sing anymore because I don't want to get you guys demonetized for copyright infringement.
We're nowhere near 1,000 subscribers. So it's
Yeah.
not that big a deal.
Hey, you never know. We might, with the controversy tonight, we might have helped you get more, or the potential for controversy.
Although every time I turn around, all of a sudden it jumps up. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the name of the store says it all. Yeah, we used to have a store like that in Patterson, Louisiana, when I was working for the local Budweiser distributor. It was called Pump and Pack, I think was the name of it. But one of the particular cashiers had a taste for truck drivers. And the only problem was she was married. And one morning we get there delivering beer, and her husband drives up looking for her because she was working the night shift and she wasn't there. Then it almost became the stabbing cabin, as my buddy said, because the guy had a pretty big knife on him. It's like, we need to get the heck out of here.
Yes, Amber, that is the actual name of the gas station.
Yes. Google it if you really want to know more. I couldn't believe it when I saw it, but I've been across most of this country during my truck driving days, and like I said, I've seen a lot of things, a lot of strange things, and sounds like I knocked something down behind me, but oh well.
Jacked up, I don't know if I'm going to make it to Sasquatch Uncut. Last year I said I want to go next year, but we'll see.
I'm not even sure what that is.
It's a beard competition in Michigan.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we may have. Well, I'm pretty sure we're going to have it. We're doing some type of event down here in the Lafayette area next spring, and I'm sure there'll be a beard competition involved in it as well. And hey, man, if the three of you guys could come down a Thursday night, you could go live, do your show from one of the historic places around here.
Oh, me and the missus are talking about coming down there for a beard competition in October.
Yes, in Baton Rouge.
Yes.
Yes, we're planning on. I'm not so sure how many of the out-of-state club brothers are going to be coming in, but we're trying to round up our few little Louisiana troops to make a showing at it, and I'm considering competing, depending upon the condition my beard is looking at that time, because I'm allegedly scheduled to have surgery on my neck in next month, actually. But if they tell me I have to shave my beard, I'm not letting them cut on me. So, simply put, no. Tell me I got to shave them. Tell you, I can live with the pain for 10 more years. I've been living with it for 10 years now. I can go another 10.
Yes, real name. Have t-shirts available on BBC Etsy.
You know that Brewer blocked me from the BBC Etsy?
Oh, I believe it. I think he's blocked everybody at one time or another.
Yeah, you need a password to buy from that store.
Oh, my.
Yes, Jeffrey, truck drivers are the true heroes of this country, but I'll tell you who the backbone of this country is. The backbone of this country is small business owners and mom and pop stores.
Yeah.
They are the people who built this country and who still keep it thriving and surviving. But truck drivers are the lifeline, because if you got it, A truck driver brought it. I can assure you,
Yeah.
unless you're living on your own farm, growing all of your own food and slaughtering all your animals, milking your own cows, and so on and so forth.
Have you met any Saints players?
I've met former Saints players, but I haven't met any Saints players probably since high school. I used to meet some of the former players when I went to football camps, but I don't think I've met anybody recently. Well, wasn't Jake Delhomme a backup for New Orleans once upon a time ago?
I think so.
He's from right here in Lafayette. In fact, I played against him in high school. He was a sophomore my senior year, and we made him cry because we beat the snot out of their team. But he was the quarterback then, and he hobbled off the field. We were happy, and especially when he made it to the NFL, we're like, yeah, we made that dude cry in high school. Oh, yeah, my daughter. Yeah, you danced with Reggie Bush at a club. I heard you also swapped breath spray with him. Yeah, that's it. She even took pictures with Reggie Bush.
Oh, I heard he's getting his Heisman back.
Oh, is he? That's good.
That's what I've been hearing.
I don't remember why they stripped him of it, though.
Parents got a house.
Oh,
He
okay.
got cars.
Well, hey, man, the high school back home, the high school is across the town from mine, they won the state championship in football this past school year, and they got their state championship taken away from them because one of the kids on the team was deemed ineligible because he moved, and they filed an appeal and lost it, and then they filed a lawsuit against the athletic council or whatever it is that officiates over this, because, man, it's not the kid's fault. He was told that he was eligible, and they filed a lawsuit, and Louisiana decided, oh, well, actually, we did initially say he was eligible to play and to be on the team, so here's your state championship back. But don't get me on my soapbox about punishing the kids for the sins of the parents.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a whole different world they live in now. Now they can actually make a living in college.
Well, in college, yeah. Which, the schools have been making millions and millions off of their backs for years, and kid couldn't even have a part-time job if he's on an athletics, or he or she is on an athletic scholarship. And athletic scholarships, they might pay you tuition, but they don't pay a whole lot more than that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Ollie was a good girl. She's still a good girl. She's daddy's little angel with horns and a pitchfork and a tail. But no, I'm kidding. Penny for your thoughts, Jason.
It just sounds like trouble to me.
Yep. Definitely been a very active chat tonight. I'll have to go back and watch the replay just to see all the comments, because they flew by severely.
Aren't you a little devil?
Yep, those are little devil horns.
That's my baby girl.
Oh.
All right. Okay, and for those of you that don't know, it's bayoubeardlife at yahoo.com, for Ray and Finest. Send in your application to be one of Bayou Claus's elves.
Oh. Well, I didn't expect tonight to go this way.
Yeah.
Interesting. But guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up. We're hitting about the 2-hour mark. Thanks for joining us. I'm not sure if Will froze there.
Did you freeze Will?
I'm thinking
he
so.
must have. Yep.
He just left a comment saying his Chromebook died. That's okay.
Yeah.
We need to wind down the show anyway. I want to thank Will for joining us. Make sure you check him out on his channel as well as Sunday night on BGG. They have a great show on Sunday nights. And I would like to thank everyone for joining us, and make sure to check us out next Thursday at 9 p.m. As we will have Anointed Beard Oil Company on. So we will see you guys next Thursday.
Yeah, and thanks for everybody coming in, and yeah, all the new people. It was great meeting you too, Olivia. I was trying to think of since your mom is Bayou Beard wife. I was trying to think what I could call you, but Bayou Beard daughter, I guess. But yeah, great meeting you as well.
Thanks, and
good night,
we will catch you next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Respect the journey, y'all.